Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Public Works for today, Wednesday, August 16, 2017.
Commissioner Rivas, Repenning, and James, Davis, and Jacinto are present. President James, we have a quorum. May we start with Bureau introductions, please, starting with Bureau of Street Services.
Tim Tyson, Bureau of Street Services.
Good morning, Ruben Flamenco, Bureau of Street Lighting.
Good morning, Michael Simpson, LA San.
Good morning, Michael Patney, Bureau of Engineering.
Good morning, John Ollinger, Bureau of Contract Administration.
Good morning, Lori Rittenberg, City Attorney.
Dr. Campos, Executive Officer. President James, we have no speaker cards under general public comment. We also have no commentary under the Neighborhood Council comment section. We did not receive any speaker cards on any of the items for today's agenda.
Okay, we'll close general public comment as well as the Neighborhood Council category of commentary. Is there a second to my motion that we approve the meeting minutes from the meeting on Friday, July 28, 2017 by Commissioner Repenning? Any objection? Without objection, those meeting minutes are approved. Agenda item number 1. Bids for the secondary sewer renewal program, 7th Street and Valencia Street. The estimate's $1,906,571 in Council Districts 1, 9, 13, and 14. Mr. Campos. And Ms. Carter.
Fernando Campos, Executive Officer. President James and Commissioners, the items to be open today, the bids to be open today is for the secondary sewer renewal program. This is on 7th Street and Valencia Street in Council District 1, 9, 13, and 14. Again, the city has estimated this project to be at $1,906,571. The first bid received for this project is from Basilch Incorporated for a total bid amount of $2,242,973. That's $2,242,973 from Basilch Incorporated. The second bid received for this project is from MNR Construction Incorporated for a total bid amount of $2,229,779 even. That's $2,229,779 from MNR Construction Incorporated. The third bid received for this project is from Ramona Incorporated for a total bid amount of $2,411,333 even. That's $2,411,333 from Ramona Incorporated. For the record, the total bid amount has been crossed out and initialed by the contractor. The fourth and final bid received for this project is from Kolich & Sons, LP, for a total bid amount of $3,325,824 even. That's $3,325,824 from Kolich & Sons, LP. President James, that concludes the bid openings for today's agenda.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second to my motion that the bids have been received, opened, and declared by Commissioner Penning? Any objection? With that objection, we will make that determination. We can do so forthwith as well. Agenda item number 2. Actually, agenda item number 4, housekeeping item. Mr. Ledoux on number 4. Council District 13, above ground facility appeal, lot adjacent to 3301 West Sunset Boulevard. Commissioner Sintos recommended that the board deny Ryan Neiman's appeal of the Bureau of Engineering's determination to locate the AGF adjacent to 3301 West Sunset Boulevard with the condition that the proposed cabinet be moved 517 feet north of the center line of Descanso Drive. We received an email request from AT&T to continue this to Friday, August 25th, 2017, a week from this Friday, which the response back from me was to confirm that there was no shot clock issue. According to AT&T, there was no shot clock issue, and a representative from the applicant as well, from Liner, chimed in also seeking the continuance as they're trying to work out a common agreement among the parties. Is that accurate, Mr. Ledoux?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Then with that, we will continue the item to Friday, August 25th, 2017. Thank you. Agenda item number, and just like that, there we go. Agenda item number 2. Council District 6, tax order solicitation, SN 79. One moment. Let's do number 7. Bond to release a stop notice, OHL USA Incorporated doing business as Group OHL USA Incorporated and the Ohio Casualty Insurance Company have transmitted a bond to release money withheld on a stop notice filed by Hardy and Harper. The bond amount of $186,848.04 in connection with the Machado Lake Ecosystem Rehabilitation Project. Is there a second to my motion that we receive agenda item number 7 forthwith by Commissioner Davis? Any objection? With that objection, we will do so. Agenda item number 6, specifications submitted for board adoption and authorization to advertise for the invitation of bids. This is in Council District 11 for the Hyperion Wastewater Reclamation Plant Injection Facility Replacement Project, estimate $1,864,000. Bid receipt date of Wednesday, September 20th, 2017. Is there a second to my motion that we adopt agenda item number 6 forthwith by Commissioner Cento? Any objection? With that objection, we will do so. Agenda item number 5, specifications are submitted for board adoption and authorization to advertise for the invitation of bids. This is in Council District 9 for the Active Transportation Program, Safe Routes to School Infrastructure Improvements for Dolores Huerta Elementary School, 28th Street and Quincy Jones, and the ATP infrastructure improvements for Menlo Avenue and West Vernon Avenue, and the Menlo Avenue Pedestrian Improvement Project. The estimate's $9,999,681. The bid receipt date is Wednesday, September 20th, 2017. I have seconded Commissioner Davis's motion that we adopt agenda item number 5 forthwith. Any objection? With that objection, we will do so. Agenda item number 2. The task order solicitation SN 79 Water Purification Facility Groundwater Replenishment Project in Council District 6. Bureau of Sanitation recommending that the board authorize the Director of the Bureau of Sanitation or his designee to issue a notice of award to Larry Walker Associates from the on-call consultant list for the task order solicitation SN 79 to provide technical and management services for the Donald C. Tillman Advanced Water Purification Facility Groundwater Replenishment Project. Secondly, approve a total budget authority of $375, which includes a $45,000 contingency to fund the services provided. And third, approve a term of engagement for the task order solicitation of 18 months with an optional 9-month extension starting from the date that the Bureau of Sanitation issues the notice to proceed. Jolie Munoz on number 2. Good morning.
Hi, I'm Jolene Munoz. This is for the engineering report, which is part of the regulatory process for approval of the Los Angeles Groundwater Replenishment Project. We need to get the engineering report completed before we can start actually spreading water at the spreading grounds at Hansen Dam. That'll be the first step before the full-scale project. Any questions?
Just wanted to talk about the kind of importance of this project in the overall kind of trajectory of local water in the city. This is this is kind of the one treatment plant that's located in an area that's really strategic for us in terms of infiltration and reuse as groundwater scenario, correct?
Correct. Yes, we already have the Balboa pump station, DWP's Balboa pump station, where reclaimed water is distributed to their users, and that same pump station goes to Hansen Dam already. So we would be building the new advanced water purification facility at Tillman, and then the same pumping facility and infrastructure underground that goes to the Hansen Dams is available to use to be able to bring the water to the spreading grounds.
So this TOS is going to allow us to take the next step in and how would you say what piece of getting the larger project up and running?
In the regulatory approval process, we have to get approval before we begin any groundwater spreading, and part of that is preparing the engineering report for the Division of Drinking Water and for the Regional Board to review and approve before we can actually start surface application. The first project we plan is an interim project which involves ozone treatment, and this engineering report will detail that and get approval from regulatory to be able to proceed.
And Larry Walker, we work with them pretty often on these types of projects. I know they're a small business. Are they also local?
I believe they're local. Not 100% on that. I just know that they worked on the first half of the engineering report because it's already been, several sections have been drafted, and they put in a proposal for the completion of the engineering report.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I can respond if they're local or not. Their headquarters in San Francisco. They do have a local office in Los Angeles,
Okay,
just for the record.
thanks, Michael.
Great, thank you, Michael. Just for the record also, I know that the solicitation went out to all of the 25 firms on the on-call list. This is in the board report, but I like the oral report to reflect it. 3 consultants submitted proposals: Black & Veatch Corp., CDM Smith, and Larry Walker. And as Ms. Munoz has communicated, Larry Walker and Associates was chosen. Anything further on agenda item number 2? Okay. I'll make a motion that we adopt agenda item number 2, seconded by Commissioners Repenning and Davis. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 2. Any issues sending number 2 forthwith?
Thank you.
We will send number 2 forthwith. Thank you. Agenda item number 3, a tree removal, Council District 10, 1711, 1715, 1730, 1734, 1739, no, it sounds like an auction, 1740, 1801, 1811, South Ardmore Avenue. First, find that the tree removal classifies as operation, repair, maintenance, or minor alteration of existing street, sidewalk, and gutter involving negligible or no expansion of use beyond that previously existing and does not involve the removal of a scenic resource. Second, that the action is exempt under Article 3, Section 1, Class 1, Category 3, as existing facilities, sidewalk repair, or maintenance of the City of Los Angeles Environmental Quality Act guidelines from 2002. And third, that none of the exceptions to the use of a categorical exemption as set forth in 15300.2 of the State of California CEQA guidelines apply. Secondly, review and approve a tree removal permit request for 9 chamal ash trees and 3 apparently crepe myrtle trees for sidewalk reconstruction. That's an amendment away from the Chinese elms. And Mr. Tyson will let me know if the recommended amendment is accurate on that species. So, Mr. Tyson on number 3.
Good morning, President James, Commissioners, Bureau Representatives, City Attorney, and Executive Officer. Absolutely not. As stated in the title of the board report, it is 3 Chinese elms that will be being removed. It will be the replant species being changed.
Oh, I see. So the tree removal, got it. So what we're removing is accurate with the chamal ash trees and the 3 Chinese elm trees.
That is
correct.
correct.
That would make sense since those would be the ones in the ground. It's the replacement trees that are going to be the crepe myrtles.
Yes, and I'll explain that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry for
I'm
creating
sorry.
some
I'm
confusion
sorry
there.
that there's
Not a
confusion
problem.
too. I apologize. So Tanya Hani with the Los Angeles Neighborhood Initiative applied to the Bureau of Engineering for a Class A permit to reconstruct off-grade sidewalk conditions located at, I'll repeat, 1711, 1715, 1730, 1734, 1739, 1740, 1801, and 1811 South Ardmore Avenue. Bureau of Engineering informed Mrs. Hani that the sidewalk reconstruction may require street tree removals. Therefore, Mrs. Hani contacted the Bureau of Street Services Urban Forestry Division. A Bureau arborist inspected the subject location on July 24, 2017. The inspection revealed 35 trees on Ardmore Avenue from Washington Boulevard to Venice Boulevard of various species, growing in 5-foot, growing in a 5-foot parkway. 9 chamois ash and 3 Chinese elm trees are identified as subject trees that are approximately 10 to 22 inches in diameter and standard height by 25 to 35 feet in height, growing in 4 to 5 foot parkways. There's 2 different sized parkways. It's 2 sides of the street. Due to the minimal parkway size, the required root pruning on one side of the trees would significantly and adversely affect the tree's health and root stability. The Community Forest Advisory Council was notified on August 1st, 2017 of the pending removals, and the proposed tree removal notification system of Bureau of Street Services was on there so that they could request when the hearing would be. And the trees were posted physically on June 23rd, 2017. The applicant shall replant 12 24-inch box size flowering crepe myrtle trees and deliver 12 Chinese pistache trees to fulfill the 2-to-1 replacement policy. What we have is, this is in a historic preservation overlay zone, and the board of the zone decided that they're going to try to bring this area back to a historic value that it had before. So the concrete sidewalks are going to be made special, and the tree species that was selected by them. That's why they are flowering crepe myrtle trees, and what we'll do is we'll mix it up so they have all different colors. But the sidewalks are adversely affected. You can see the chamois ash trees are young. They grow 40 feet wide to 40 feet tall in less than 20 years. Some of those trees there are probably 30 years old, and they're already breaking up everything that they're growing under as far as the roots are concerned, which is the sidewalk. And some of the curbs are actually broken as well. These trees will get so large that they just cannot remain here any longer. We do not plant this species of tree in the parkways. These trees were planted a long time ago. Today, we don't allow these trees to be planted due to the fact they're very intrusive as far as their root structure goes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Tyson. Commissioner Repenning?
I know that Lonnie does a lot of sidewalk work. Do you know the source of funding for this project?
I don't know exactly where the source of funding comes from, but I have Billy Green here, who is from the Council Office 10.
Okay.
And if she'd like to comment on where the actual money comes from, she could.
I'm just wondering if it's city money that because I know sometimes they serve as a contractor. We're funding them. The city's funding them. And my question on this is just that, just as we've made a point, made a policy of with our city sidewalk repair program, the trees go back 2-to-1 in the ground. If it is a city-funded project, and it may not be, I'd like to make sure that we're trying to do the same.
It's a city-funded project, correct?
Okay, so it's CRA.
So what's happened?
So AB 1290 funds, okay.
What's happened in the past, if you'll notice, I always leave President James the opportunity to talk about the property owner's authorization forms that have all been signed and the permission to plant and care for a street tree. There's been a few instances where they were running out of time. It takes a lot of work to get out there and find all these places to replant trees and get the property owners authorization to plant a tree on their property and talk them into watering that tree for 3 years. So under this program, they have limits on time, and so therefore this program has been the one and only program that I've come up before you that I've asked for trees to be delivered to the nursery stock at the yard.
I know, Tim. There's been a big improvement in that. So, and I assume the council office is here to support the project.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, you hear what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
And for the most part, things have been a lot better on that front. So I will support this one. Thank you.
Thank you. Tim, I would note something just unusual maybe it's not unusual, but it seems to me, if you look at 1739 Ardmore, that photograph, I see the break in the curb, but that tree, the trunk is so significant, the curb is actually bent
Bowed out,
into the road.
absolutely.
I mean, concrete usually doesn't give like that. You know, that's why you see the sidewalks creep up. These actually have bent, which is interesting.
Trees are, they're going to push everything out of their way to survive. They want to live. That's their,
They always win those battles,
that's right.
don't
And
they?
so you
This
can,
one just looked different how it.
and you could see if I said this tree was somewhere around 30, 35 years old, you could imagine 20 years from now how much larger it's going to be. It'll be double sized.
No doubt on that one. All right. Anything else? Okay. Well, thank you to Lonnie for your work on this, to the council office. Commissioner Davis has made a motion that we adopt agenda item number 10. I'll second it. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 3. It's council district number 10. Agenda item number 3. Commissioner Davis made the motion. I second it. Any objection? Without objection, we'll adopt agenda item number 3. Any issue sending number 3 forthwith? We will send number 3 forthwith.
Thank
sir.
you.
President
You all?
James, President James, just for clarity,
as
for the record,
amended?
as amended,
Well, but we're amending it.
for the tree replacement.
For the
It's
tree
part of the
replacements.
condition. It's part of the condition of the report.
Okay. For the condition, sure. So, yes, as amended.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right, thank you. Agenda item number 8. Our task order solicitation process update. Mr. Ohani and I see you sitting there on the front row, so we will start with the Bureau of Engineering.
Good morning, Eddie Ohanian, Bureau of Engineering. I'm here to report on task order solicitation process update. The Bureau of Engineering issued 7 task order solicitations, also known as TAS, on BAVIN, which is Business Assistance Virtual Network, for the period of February 1st, 2017 to July 31st of 2017. These 7 tasks were issued on BAVIN. 3 of them were issued on pre-qualified on-call architectural and related professional services list, and 4 others were issued on pre-qualified on-call bridge and civil engineering consultant list. Over time, as more pre-qualified on-call contracts are created and established, we intend to use them over the BAVIN and advertise the projects and award them on BAVIN. We have issued of course, this board has executed a new contract in July that was for the environmental engineering consulting services. All the new tasks on that contract list will be issued on also on BAVIN. There are 3 other consultant lists are in the works of being created, and they're in the various stages of completion. So they should all complete within a year from now, and all 3 of them are going to use also issue TOSs on BAVIN. So our experience, in a summary, has been very good, and is one of those things that initially when it came, everybody was kind of hesitant, and now everybody wishes that it will never go away. So it is very useful, very reliable, and staff uses it daily basis. So my report and Bureau of Engineering's report is that we like the program and it works and serves well for us. So. And in the last report that I did in February, Dr. Campos asked if we had experienced any increase in costs in our operation as a result of using BAVIN, and I went and looked at it, and there was no cost increase. We have not added any new positions or any extra work. In fact, over the long run, I think it's going to help and streamline and bring us more efficiency. All of our project documents now are also archived as a result of this program in BAVIN. So it makes it very easy for us at any point in time we want to look at any contract documents, we can quickly log on to BAVIN and pull it up and look at them. So all in all, our experience has been very good.
Great. Thank you. Any questions for the Bureau of Engineering? Commissioner Jacinto.
Thank you, President James. Eddie, it's good to hear that BAVIN is facilitating our use of the TOS process. We're able to go back and manage documents and a collective memory of what's going on, too. So that's efficient. and it helps our transparency with the entire business industry in terms of what's going on. And the six that we have, the six tosses, what's the total amount?
7.
7.
7 for the last 6 months.
Total amount of those tosses? more or less?
I didn't bring the total amounts of those.
Guesstimate.
I'm sorry, I'll bring that next time.
Okay. But it's significant.
They're significant. Those are, yes, almost all tosses that we can issue on BAVIN, we will issue on BAVIN. Some of the tosses that we're not issuing on BAVIN are the old contracts that are not established in BAVIN. Documentations are not there for Bureau of Contract Administration to do their investigations and research. So anything new is going to be on BAVIN from now on.
Excellent. That's good to hear. Thank you, Eddie.
You're welcome.
Great, thank you. Anything else for the Bureau of Engineering? All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bureau of Sanitation?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tu Van Ho. I'm going to represent sanitation on the task order solicitation process update. As of today, we're starting to use the LA BAVIN. We have issued a total of 25 tosses to our on-call consultant list. And since we've been using the LA BAVIN for a year, we have some suggestions that can help us to reduce the administrative effort and to improve the LA BAVIN website. First, we notice every time we update the award status in the LA BAVIN and update the pre-approved subconsultant list, it took us too long to update because they're missing some function icon. So every time we update for one information, we have to close it and then open again. And we keep doing over and over. Like, for example, we update about 5 new subconsultants on the Schedule A. It took me like 2 hours to do it. And that's why we would like ITA to add more function icon that can help us to update the information in LA BAVIN. And the second, we would like to have another function to run the report of all the opportunities that we posted in LA BAVIN. Because right now, every time we receive the instruction from our management or executives, we have to count them manually, one by one. And since sanitation have a lot of proposed RFP posted there, so we have to count it manually and sort them out. So it took us too much time, so we would like to have the icon function to run the report for us from LA BAVIN. And third, we also would like to have the instruction box to provide a guideline to non-eligible vendors who are not eligible to submit the proposal. Because until now we still receive the proposal from non-eligible vendors, and every time we receive it, and we told them we did not accept it, and they kind of upset. So that's why we would like to give the ITA create instruction box for us, so we can put the guideline, and it's help the vendor to save time and save everybody time and effort to prepare the proposal. So that's all our update.
Okay, thank you. We'll start with Commissioner Davis.
Yeah, I want to thank you so much for not only recognizing the challenging BAVIN being more effective, but giving us specific recommendations about how to move forward in terms of IT doing the specific objectives that you have mentioned. And it has always been our goal to make sure it was more user-friendly.
Yes.
In our ad hoc committee, we got several recommendations, but yours by far are very specific to the degree that we can make some improvements to help us to expedite the work that we're doing. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Are we in touch with ITA regarding those potential improvements?
Yes, because they told us, like, try to use it, And if we have any recommendation, we can ask ITA to do it, but before ITA to create or then modify the website, we need to update to the board first, and ITA only follow the board instruction.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Well, you heard it from Commissioner Davis. All right, thank you. Anything further? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else from any other bureaus on this? Okay, great. Mr. Campos, have we cleared the desk?
Yes, you have.
Okay, then we are adjourned on this Wednesday morning. Thank you, everybody.